Hello again, Gary Dean, PremiumMobileServices.com. This is another car that I'm doing today. It's a 2005 Bentley Continental GT. I was called because of those scratches right there. They look pretty deep. Nothing I can't handle though. Gonna wet sand those out, polish them, and hopefully they'll be all gone. So stay tuned. Do some wet sanding on a Bentley. Okay, I'm getting ready to start the preparations for the wet sanding process on those scratches on this Bentley. So I'm going to put about an ounce of Optimum No Rinse in that bucket right there and just mix it up a little bit. And I'm going to put this, this is 2000 grit 3M sandpaper. I'll let that soak in there for a few minutes and go back over to my truck and gather up the rest of the stuff I need to get this thing sanded out and taken care of. Alright, so here's the scratch on the Bentley. I'm going to show you my process. Basically, I'm going to polish this whole car. What I'm doing now is just spraying it down with Optimum No Rinse and water. And I'm just going to take a clean microfiber and wipe it. This whole car is getting ready to be polished after I wash and clay it. I'm going to use D151 paint reconditioning cream on the entire car. I've got 2000 grit sandpaper that I just pulled out of an Optimum No Rinse and water solution. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go across the scratches very lightly until I see it start to come out, and these are very deep. So I'm applying I would say medium pressure right now, just to get a feel for what I'm dealing with. I've polished this car before, but and the paint's very hard. So I've got some of that out, and I want to continue wet sanding in those areas to get as much out as possible. I like to continue on with one way sanding and keep going until either my confidence is still good that I've got more clear coat to work with, or the scratch is completely gone. So I'll do a little bit, and I see that this is not yet gone. All that white residue is clear coat coming off. So I'll do a little bit and wipe the area, let the moisture dry out so that I can see a little better what's going on in the scratch. I've got most of it out. It's still not quite gone, but when this dries, it'll give me more of more visibility to see what is left for me to remove. See all that? See that white? I've still got to get some of that out. All this stuff that was here came out, but I still need to continue working down here. So I'm going to wet that again. And this is Optimum No Rinse. It's like one squirt with like 24 ounces of water. And I keep putting my sanding block and my sandpaper back in the Optimum No Rinse and water solution between to keep the sandpaper lubed. So keep on until you no longer feel confident that you're not going to go through the clear. And that's the biggest thing. You know, once you get to do this many times, you start to have a good feeling about how deep you're going and when you should really stop. This is almost out, but there's still a little bit left. And you know, some people would stop there, but I'm going to get all of this out. I feel like I can do that safely. And we'll keep checking it though. You don't want to do too much. Just one step at a time. You definitely don't want to rush this process. And that's almost out. But I'm gonna keep cranking. I feel like I can safely get it out without damaging anything. I've only ever done a one step on this vehicle. And I don't think it has been polished prior to that. It's an 05. And I didn't notice any residues anywhere or really thin spots when I polished it. So I feel good that this is roughly the factory thickness on the clear coat up front here. So it doesn't mean there's no risk involved. It just means that I haven't noticed that it's been cut down. So we're missing that, and then I'd have to polish and worry about missing more. That is really almost out right there. I mean, it's almost gone. I'm gonna go at it one more time. One more time, and then I'm gonna stop. I feel good about how it is coming out so far. I'm gonna go at that one more time. One more time. Get a little up here. Localize that one little spot right there. Just get the whole area a little bit. Feel good about what I've gotten out right there, and I'm gonna stop. There is no need to go any further and make any mistake and go through that clear coat. I see just a couple of little pieces. Once that's polished over, the owner won't be able to tell. No one will know that it was ever scratched there. I was asked in after I put up some previous videos on one of the forums, I was asked if I had the ability to remove sanding scratches with just a DA. Well, let me say to you and to whoever else questioned my ability, yes sir. I can handle it. So what we're going to use is the Porter Cable 7424 XP, a 5.5 inch orange CCS Lake Country pad, and Meguiar's M105. So, and here we go. They're not quite out yet, but I'll do another pass. But it looks good to me. So far, so good.